Alrighty. Well, hello, boys and girls. I hope we're doing quite swell today. Zetafly here, Z Money, 32010, back at it again. This, of course, is brought to you by my lovely sponsor, the TrendyGamer.net. Go there and check all the stuff out they have there. Bunch of stuff for gaming, all your gaming needs, everything you want, everything you need. PS4, Xbox, PC, apparel, equipment, accessories, whatever your heart desires. And if you use promo code ZetaFly12, that's ZETAPHLI12, you get 12% off anything you get there. It's a pretty solid deal, pretty solid. So, I'm out later. You can't see that because, I'm not there yet. But just getting a few practice rounds in a little bit, just getting like a couple plays in, just to kind of get my bearings straight. Haven't played all day. Played a lot of outside the end zone. Played a lot of Fortnite last night and yesterday. We were trying out this new format of this thing that we're doing. We're trying out, so I hope you will get a view of that pretty soon. It's gonna be a blast. So we'll see where that goes in a little bit. That's my last ball throw, and let's get into the game here now. Let's see. Quick game. Let's go. Let's get into it. I'm playing the commish today. The league administrator, the head honcho, the guy. And honestly, he's probably one of the better. A lot of the commishes in a lot of these leagues aren't usually like studs, aren't like super good. Like they're pretty like middle of the road, but they're very good at organizational and they're usually dictators. But this guy is actually pretty legit. Very laid back, pretty straightforward on the rules. Not a whole lot to kind of break in terms of rules. Just don't be dumb on fourth down and don't run the same play over and over. Pretty simple, you know. But he's actually pretty damn good. He's his one loss this year in the season. I haven't seen him play a whole lot, but we're just kind of jumping in, seeing what I got, and hopefully I got to play. This is my fun league, so I get to practice some things and try out some new things. But he's pretty good, so this should be a good test. Let's see how this one goes and flows and rows and bows. Let's do this thing. This would be a pretty big win right here, so. I'm getting some love in the chat right now. Because I know a lot of these guys want me to beat him because he's very good, like I said, but also a lot of playoff implications in this game for both of us. If he loses, he drops to 2 losses on the year, and he kind of falls back into like the mix of things. Right now, he's kind of like there's a few teams that have like one loss, and he's one of them, and he's oh my goodness, I just need to clean this freaking table off. If you guys could see my table right now, you'd be appalled at the mess that's occurring here. And I'll be honest, it ain't me, son. It ain't me. The lady. Leaving messes everywhere, man. I sent it. Where's the fool at, Where's he at now? I'm all set there. I'm all set there. I'm ready to go. I'm ready when he is. I'll tell you what, if you told me that the Broncos playbook was what I'd be using at this point, you'd be absolutely out of your mind. This is like the fourth playbook I've gone through, and this is where I settled. I've used. So I started off with a Detroit Lions one that didn't last very long, but I liked it. And a lot of the reasons why I picked the Lions one is the reason why I pick this one now, which is kind of funny. Then I went to the Steelers one. I wanted to see how I could air it out and see the differences there. just because I saw how the running game has kind of been going the past few seasons, and I went to this one, and then a lot of the same things. Um, and then let's see here. And then as it kind of went on, I went to the Chiefs playbook because I liked the air stuff in it, and I thought that, you know, the running scheme that I had originally chose wasn't really going to plan at all. So I went away from it. But now, as I've kind of gotten back into this again and like kind of kept pushing onto it, I've realized that scheme was I should have never left it. Should have never went away from it. But the things that the Chiefs playbook had to offer in the air game was what I was debating on whether I should leave that for go towards that and leave the running stuff behind, which I did. Worked out in some, worked out and didn't work out in others. So I landed on this Denver Broncos playbook, which is all of the same stuff, all the same formations. They're missing one from the Chiefs playbook that the Chiefs is the only one that is the only playbook that has the bunch quads look, which is my favorite passing formation. But I like passing formations that have the running back. All right, 2 minutes. Let have the running back involved in more pass routes. You know, I'm not one for split doubles. I don't like the two back stuff. I really don't like it that much. So you don't see me use it very often in here either. Um, but like, there's a lot of things that, in terms of formations, that transfer over from the Chiefs to the Broncos playbook. So I was like, all right, so that's one thing I can do. But then the running scheme that the Broncos has is something that the Chiefs doesn't have. So it comes with a lot of the passing plays, but it also adds that running element that I really like. Still has all the single back stuff that I like as well. Like, all the formations are pretty much the same except for that one bunch quads that's in the Chiefs playbook isn't in this one. So that's where I'm kind of sitting on now with this. Um, the only things I miss from the Chiefs playbook is the bunch quads, and then it has a bunch of like trips and trio, um, running back motion stuff. So like basically going from a one back set with three wideouts, and then they motion them out, and it kind of makes people move around and leaves an empty box a lot of the times. So it's either gonna open up the early slant, the solo receiver on the backside, and if the guy is a heavy user pass anticipator kind of player, if I have, I had friggin' Blake Bortles, I had Russell Wilson, and now you see me with Baker Mayfield, all decent runners. So if they are good anticipators and kind of lurk a lot, I'm able to kind of slide out of the pocket and get a few yards here and there as well. So those are the things that I miss from the Chiefs playbook, but I like where I'm at right now. He said 2 minutes at 1:14. I'll say it was 1:15 when I got it though, so we'll give it a break here. There he is, right on cue. Right on cue. He's a 91 overall team. Jeez, that is absurd. He's also the Las Vegas Chargers, which is kind of weird, but to each his own. All right, time to get a little more serious here. Get into my bag. Let's go. VJ Ivy. I have a lot of the upper hand in a lot of categories, though, which is the benefit to me. Derwin James is stupid good in this game.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Whoa. Who the hell is that kid?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30.
Wow, that kid's
10,
quick.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there.
Can't lie, did not expect that much speed out of that kid.
And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
Wow.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
That's a lot of speed there.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Mayfield on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now let's go. Blue 90. On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better.
If only let me friggin' adjust there, I'd be fine.
the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. On the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's not like bringing anything crazy either. It's just
something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual.
That's a four-man rush.
Lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We shouldn't get anywhere near him on that, you know.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Cushy. Thank you, my guy.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
I appreciate you.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I
Sorry,
watch
I'm not,
him,
I usually get a little more animated during
peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Michael Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Fine.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? They responded to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
It's not one guy I need to be holding his ankle.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. First and 10 right at the 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Dislocated ankle.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field.
That'll
Makes
hurt,
it very
but
hard to slot one
got a
in.
deal.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your home of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set. 319. 319.
Now Mayfield to the right side, complete to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Detroit. Detroit.
And again, it's Mayfield. Forced out.
Oh, he tricked me.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, I'll take my
He'll
3.
wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore.
1-1-3.
By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right?
I try to undercut it.
That sting
Damn.
lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota on 1st down.
Yes, sir.
To eat this one as down he goes.
Nice shot.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride.
threw that ball, I
and
was
they go
getting
into
picked
every
anyway.
job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Play action now. Mariota.
Let's go,
To Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man.
Let's go, Jabril Peppers. Let's go. That's 2.
Davis on Brandon Gordon, and it's the Dubliners.
Yeah, I got to get back to the ground game a little bit. But he keeps giving me a 6-man box, but he brings that 7th man in, like this one right now. That's a 4-man front with 7 over. That's not a win.
Following the interception, Mayfield got his man, Robbie Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I really want to I want to go too tight at some point and see how he adjusts.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
1st down, Mayfield. Under pressure,
Well done.
and he'll go down.
He
Sacked
played me
back
there.
at the 31.
He played me very well.
Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Patriot! Patriot! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! Gone! Gone!
Mayfield looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Out of further range.
Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Nah, Gonzalez will still hit it, but I'd like to get a few here. You know, barring any glitching or little lag spike, I'll hit it.
Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gone! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing, Mayfield. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Keep playing defense.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So out come the Chargers. And following the interception,
1-2-2
just
maybe?
any interception, are you a little
Get
bit
back to
more
the pistol
cautious
power?
when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Short.
And he'll get it up near the
Great
35,
call.
right at the 34
Great
here.
play call.
And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I would go
For
that
a second there,
Wildcat
I
set
thought
on
that
him
might
right
break
now.
big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon.
Missed him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
I used the safety, and I wanted to keep outside leverage, but I got chipped on a lineman going up to the second level.
Why not go with the fresh
I
legs?
just got
Able to
leaked.
push forward, pick up that first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
And he's got his man. It's Henry.
I should have stuck with my guy.
Touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on
If I stayed with my user, I would have been right in the area of that ball. But I decided to try and come down and make a quick dive at him and just get a leg or something and just open that up for him. I got to stay back.
Kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
3-4 odd.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
I think Miller's in the slot, though, on the slot fade here. I don't know if it's going to be open with him. It might, actually. It might open, actually open up.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be hit. And
I needed like another half second.
Back right around the 48-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I needed like a half second of that ball. I was going to take a shot at Roddy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit!
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up.
That doesn't help.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now 3rd and long.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Mayfield now.
Catch the ball, Raffy. You're right there, man.
Complete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Damn, I hit him in
Well, we
stride,
counting
too.
yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Dancing to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Hustler.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're going to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mariota now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete.
That's a shitty way to dive, man.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the
Kill me with that, man.
Get the quick strike touchdown.
He does very well with that play.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we've reached, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action.
He's playing my game now. I like it.
3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half.
Game left. I just got to find some
We'll
offense.
Adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
3:19. 3:19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. It's complete. It's Miller. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them.
He's real close.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another.
A lot of those plays, he's like just underneath it and like just missing it by a little bit. I got to be careful on that.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green
There's no one there.
39.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. How about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can
This
hurt
is
you.
where he's coming and got me, though.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Second down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's playing that cover 4, that Palms, but it's almost like the 2 on the outside are playing like a hard flat almost, so they're not getting like any depth. I don't know if he's making that adjustment every time or what.
As they come up on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second and 13.
Little plays put me behind the sticks. They're going to kill.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Here we go now. 319.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's
See, he's like a step
incomplete.
late on those plays where I'm
Being
fitting it
able to
in
play
on
zone
time.
defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be third and 13.
319. 319.
And again, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Money.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you...
Let's go. Ball's out.
He lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
What part of they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern.
Come on.
And in this situation, you know the quarterback has
Let's
to
turn
do?
this into points now. Let's go.
Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's
I
got
need
nobody
6.
else there to protect
No
it.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try and run for it on first and
Get in.
goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll run it down out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Let's go, baby! That's a big man right there.
End zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And
damn straight it's lucky, but luck is needed sometimes, baby. I'll take it. Let's go.
Gonzalez able to tack on the
I'll take my best player against yours. Let's go.
One more off this lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Come on.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and they got to
Cornerback blitz, motherfucker. Let's go.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Easy, easy, easy.
To throw Mariota. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
I gotta be smarter with that play, man. I know it's coming.
That'll set up a 3rd down. Well, I took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
Got him. Let's go.
Get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Miles
Come on, baby.
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This doubles look has been my best run look all day, but he's been going back to this 3-4 odd look that Tebow usually runs against me all the time too.
Hurry up, here we go. Green,
But this guy on the left side, this left linebacker, is useless in the run stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
But if that happens where he just spins off my center, that's a tough look.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first.
Oh, you sat on it. I should have been more patient.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
It's a little more patience on that. He was going to split it.
13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all-time.
Damn it.
When someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
One. 3.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Buying time to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. A good pickup there, a 22.
My guy missed the sack.
He's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw.
We had him, we were there.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
He threw it right into the cover 4.
For the score. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And
Man.
when a Hail Mary is completed,
He threw the right into the cover 4. I picked the right defense for that too.
Just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any
That
doubt
sucks.
about it, and I don't have
Call the right
stats
defense.
in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, this is what plays into
And
his
now
hands,
back out
because now he
comes
gets
the
to use his
offense.
user in free space in a time where he knows I got to throw the ball.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Fire!
They go back to the air here.
How?
after the INT
How does that happen?
Chargers able to get the pressure.
That was
and
a
bring
straight
it
rush.
down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally
Man,
get.
Vea just
because the
swam
nose
my
tackle who
frickin'
got
center.
the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Blue Lanny! Blue Lanny! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going up top for Miller. Oh, nearly picked.
It's Derwin James.
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
This is 4 down
defense was
territory
definitely
here.
alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
This is all
They've
4
got
down
the
now,
lead,
so
fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
field goal's not an option.
The offense on
I gotta
third
pick up
down
some of
tonight,
this.
they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Throwing, Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Melvin Ingram in there to sack
Like, I'm
him,
sorry, it
and
just
that
doesn't make
is
sense.
10
I have
for
double
him
team
now
on him.
On the year.
Shit. I have no other choice. I have 0 other choice.
And they bring their punter out there now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on
And
the
it
punt
didn't register at
away.
the top, so it's going to be a shit punt.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Didn't register at the
Special
top
teams
there.
mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Played him well, too. That one pick split it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll try the ground game.
How?
with the running
Thank you, I
back.
got a hold. All right.
And
I was saying, I was
in the end zone.
easily held on that one.
We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
I saw that from up here.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
One. Three.
Working out of the gun, Mariota going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Save me a timeout, got a punt.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other can come back?
Extend it.
So,
have some fun.
It's a 15-point game.
For just the 3, but
Still
clearly
2
right now,
scores.
anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's a little spark that I needed right there.
A spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. 20. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And he puts it through. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mariota here to throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh, I tried to beat him. I tried to bait it.
All the way in for a Charger touchdown.
He gave me that. He gave it that much room.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
I was like, throw it, throw it, throw it. And he just put just enough air under it. Damn. I had.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Landry the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Mayfield now. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down.
took too many shots at him.
Likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield with it once more. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a 1st down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors
I wanted him
are,
to take that
how
shot
they're
too,
gonna
man.
fix
I just
them,
gotta
and
go
continue to
for
get
it.
better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many
He played
points,
some damn good
even
defense,
if you win
man.
a game,
And honestly,
that
like
can
it says
hurt you.
15.2. He didn't like.
So for the home team here, the great run they've been
I shut
on
him down a lot of
continues as
it.
they
It was
move
just
to
he had
9-1
like 3
now.
big
And
runs.
they'll get to stay
He had,
home again
no, I'm sorry, he had 2 big
next
runs
week.
and then 2
Meanwhile,
big
for
screen
the
plays.
Dubliners, it's a loss that'll
And
drop
that
them
last
back
one
to
to end it was, I
500
mean, I
through
have to
10
run commit, so I
games.
have
And
to
they'll
look
try again
run
next
first. So.
week at home against New England.
So like really, like he didn't smoke me.
Thanks
like,
for tuning in, everybody. Alongside
14-point
Charles
game.
Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.
Came down to me throwing
on
a
EA
pick
Sports.
when I had complete control of the tempo in the whole game, and he made a great play and made a great read and dropped right back into coverage. That's awesome. Damn, that was awesome. That was fun. All right, now I'm gonna get ready for some real football. I believe so. I say thank you to everyone that was watching. Pretty good turnout. Another follower. I appreciate that as well. Thank you guys for everything. And of course, have a wonderful day.